Here she is, my old 67 Coronet. It's been sitting here since 2012. Looks like the last year it was on the road was 2009. That was back when I was driving it in college. You can see I was pretty excited to have a parking pass. It actually matched the color of my car, which was kind of cool. So yeah, today we're going to be hopefully getting some air in these tires. We'll see if they hold or pump up. If not, my buddy Jim has got a spare set he's bringing. You can see she's in really good shape. Lots of little dings and dents and scratches, but it's just character. But what's nice about here in North Idaho is it's so dry. There's no humidity. So we really don't have to worry about rust too much. You can see the quarters are nice and solid. I mean, that's just good looking metal there. So you can see she's in a bit of a state of disrepair. There's an old super stock scoop I'm going to be putting on. My plans for this are going to be to throw a 360 and a 727 that I picked up out of a motorhome. It was a 1971, it was a Winnebago or something like that. But anyway, that's going to be the winter project. That's going to go in where the 318 was. That's what I ended up driving back in the day. You can see that's long gone. It ended up chewing the teeth off of the timing gear. Had those weird nylon teeth. And that's really the only bit of rust that is on the car. See, she's just a basic 318 car. Nothing too crazy. Power steering, manual brakes. Years ago, I rebuilt all the front suspension and put super stock leaf springs in the rear. So hopefully all those bushings and everything else are still good. It does just have the 318 torsion bars. And I picked up a front sway bar for it as well. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a look at what I'm going to be working on. Pop the interior. See, the floors they're good. They're dirty, but they're good. I still have my headers for my 318, so those will go back on the 360. The dash is in pretty ratty shape. I'll probably end up fixing that. Sadly, all this chrome in here is pretty crusty. That's kind of the way it was when I bought it. You can see the rear seat's pretty well torn up, as is the front seat. But I've picked up a rear black bench, all new door cards in black from a guy who's his dad restored a 67 Coronet RT. So I will need to rebuild the front split bench. I really like having the bench seat. It's just, I've got 3 kids and another one on the way, so having another bench seat is going to be good. And it'll be interesting to get into this project and just see the quality of my work that I did back when I was 17. Clearly you can see my wiring wasn't the best. But that's fine, I've gotten better now. You can see the headliner is gone. It's been gone since I bought it. But I picked this up when I was 17. Up out of Clark Fork, Idaho. Drove it for a few years. You can see the red primer showing through, but that's the original paint. Trunk has got a bunch of spare parts, an extra third member, and whatnot. You can see the mice have found their way in. I've had a heyday chewing up that rear seat. Hopefully they are gone. If not, we will have to evict them. took the side trim off years ago. I always thought these had some of the best looking lines. Let's see, it's still got the Pentastar and the V8. But this is the Coronet 440 model. Just came standard with a 318 904 automatic. Power steering, nothing fancy. I will have to replace the windshield. You can see it's pretty bad. This is kind of a strange little tear in the door, but it's just character. Everybody says, when are you going to repaint it? Don't plan on it. I actually went to school at NIC years ago to be a body man and a painter, because I wanted to go paint hot rods for Chip Foose, but obviously that didn't work out. You see, still has the old tire pressure stickers, and there's the VIN plate and whatnot. A couple wasps making their home. The dash is in pretty sad shape. We'll see if I can pick up another dash pad for that. But I'm not going to get too carried away with making it too nice. I want to just get it on the road. Don't get it right, just get it running. Kind of thing. I think that must be an old oil change sticker or something like that. Yeah, the stink bugs are moving in. But yeah, everything's here. All the glass is here. You'll see some of the random parts. The best place to leave your keys is in the ignition. Hard to lose them that way. See, I've got some of the side badges. Most of those were missing when I bought it. Let's see if I can get this trunk opened up. See what we've got going. It was a little sticky the other day. There we go. Oh yeah. You see, I've got some extra third members. Some big block parts. Some pieces out of a, I think that's a carrier out of a 489, 8 3/4. Anyway, still got the original jack and all that fun stuff. Got some extra quarter extensions. A couple alternators. Some parts I pulled off of a 440 out of a motorhome. Cast crank, nothing special. You can see mouse droppings and whatnot. This is kind of a strange thing. I don't know if they were running some air shocks or something back in the day or what they were doing, but this was like that when I bought it. This is kind of a strange tear in the rear. That would be the shock tower. So I need to get in there and fix all that. But yeah, everything's pretty solid. Trunk floor is nice. Gotta love the Northwest cars. At least the inland Northwest cars. You can see some of the paint is getting a little flaky in some spots, but that's all right. You know, she's got some dings and dents. That's all just character. Be nice, I won't have to worry about kids scraping into it or banging their bikes into it. Anyway, I'm going to get some air in these tires and see if I can't get this thing on the trailer. I'll catch y'all on the next one.